cannot be the only one who thought this week's One Piece episode was awesome. Alright, so One Piece episode 763. Fuck. Shit's getting real, folks, okay? Shit is getting real, alright? And before I start all this off, I just want to give a shout out to Sanji's voice actor. I don't know his name, but God, man, the guy hasn't been working in a while, and he comes back, and now he's got monologues, he's got intense scenes, he's gonna be killing it, and I'm really excited for him, you know, but yeah, that's just one thing. So the episode opens up after Peckham's was just shot by Capone, and Peckham's is like, "You bastard," you know, or some shit. He says something like that along the lines as he's falling, you know, and the guy is on the ground, he's been lit up. But the episode precedes that event from last episode, and this is when we start to see Capone's powers, like, for like the first time, honestly, since they were foreshadowed at Sabaody. And this foreshadowing is crazy, you know. It's like we've known about his castle power this entire time. We've all thought of him as a scrub, or a lot of people have thought of Capone as like the scrub of the worst generations, but now it's like, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near this guy. I wouldn't want to have anything to do with this boy. I'm telling you, his castle fruit is OP. Not only can he store like who knows how many people inside of his body, like from what it looks like, he can store probably like thousands of his men inside of his body. So he's like a walking army at all times. That's number one. Number two, if he manages to get you inside of his body, it's like he has an awakened devil fruit world where he can just manipulate everything at his whim and trap you there. So that's the situation that the Straw Hats find themselves in, or the Curly Hat crew find themselves in, when Capone corners them. He basically forces their hands and forces them all to come into his body, and it's amazing his control of that situation. The guy is a fucking boss, straight up. Yo, the animation, like the animation in this episode and these past two episodes, like, and what I expect further on is it's gonna be amazing. Like, the way that they highlighted his power, you know, the way that they emphasized, like, when his crewmates are jumping out of his body and they're small, and then they all go back to like their normal forms. It's like they transmogrify into like their normal forms. It's like the way that that's animated is just amazing. I really liked how they showcased Capone's power in this episode. So originally it's just like Sanji and Brook, but when Sanji and Brook were fighting Capone, this guy Vito shows up with Nami and Chopper in hand, like he's captured them, and it forces Sanji and Brook's hands to just, you know, like submit to Capone. And this guy Vito means business. Like, I don't really like him. I don't really like his design that much, but he's funny, and I think he's gonna grow on me like most One Piece characters do. Oda has just a way of creating characters that are encapturing, and you remember them. And I respect that, you know. I understand that like not every single one of these characters is gonna look like they're from Bleach, like they're just some fucking beautiful sculpted villain or character. But I can really appreciate the aesthetic that Oda puts into these characters. Like Vito and Capone. Capone has really grown on me. His character design, his coat, his suit, his power, his attitude. I really like the guy, even though he's a piece of shit. But basically, Nami, Brook, Chopper, and Sanji all end up getting, and Caesar all end up getting taken into Capone's body, and they're all sitting at a dinner table, and Capone like kind of shows up in like this cloud form. He like, I don't know, he's able to materialize himself inside of his own body and keep his body moving at the same time. So it's like he has everyone trapped, and his body is on its way to Big Mom. It's crazy, man. It's fucking insane. But this is when shit really starts to get real, alright? We're all in Capone's castle. There's pictures of him everywhere, by the way. It's really creepy. He just has photos of himself along the walls. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's kind of egotistical, if anything, like, straight up. But he has Sanji sitting at this big, long dining table. Sanji's sitting at the other side. But Capone slips him a card with the Big Mom pirate emblem on there, okay? 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 Okay. And on this card, it says that the something daughter of Big Mom, like the 31st something daughter, Charlotte Pudding, is to be married to the third son of the Vinsmoke family. Sanji. Vinsmoke Sanji. Sanji's last name is Vinsmoke, guys. To all my anime-only watchers, what do you guys think of this? What do you think is gonna happen? Who's the Vinsmokes? Who do you think they are? What's this influence that they have? Why does the name of the Vinsmoke, just the name itself, send chills down Brooke's spine? Huh? What does Brooke know? But when Sanji hears this name, when Capone, this gangster guy, just brings up this thing that he hasn't heard in years, this name that he has been trying to forget, the look on his face, man, Sanji looked horrified. Especially towards the end of the episode when Vito whispered that thing in his ear, like what Big Mom's gonna do if he doesn't show up. I'm not gonna spoil anything. You guys can speculate all you want and figure out what it is that Vito said to him. But the look on Sanji's face, you're gonna tell me that guy didn't look petrified. Like, fuck. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I am in a hole. He is in a hole right now. And next week we'll be able to find out how he gets out of that hole, like what he does. But guys, what did you think of this episode, huh? What do you think is gonna happen next week? Are you excited? Who are the Vinsmokes? What does Sanji's family have to do with this story, you know? Are we gonna get to see them soon? I will say, you're not gonna have to wait like an entire arc to see them. You're gonna get to see them rather soon, and they are imperative to the storyline of this next upcoming arc that's preceding Zoe. So yeah, guys, what'd you think of the video? What'd you think of the episode? Leave a comment, like, subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And as always, guys, I appreciate everything, and I will see y'all later. Peace out.